The Galaxy Z Fold series has undoubtedly been the top choice for those seeking a book-style foldable phone. It has excelled in day-to-day usage, offering a seamless experience. However, there are a couple of areas where Galaxy Z Fold phones could use some improvement: weight and thickness. One of the main drawbacks of most foldable devices is their weight, as they tend to be heavier than your average Android phone. The Galaxy Z Fold phones, in particular, are bulkier and heavier compared to their foldable counterparts. For instance, let's take a look at the Galaxy Z Fold 5. It weighs 253 grams and measures 13.4 millimeters in thickness. In contrast, the OnePlus Open weighs 239 grams and is 11.7 millimeters thin, while the Huawei Mate X5 weighs 243 grams and is 11.1 millimeters thin. Fortunately, Samsung seems to have taken this feedback seriously and is actively working on addressing these concerns with their upcoming foldable phone, the Galaxy Z Fold 6. According to reliable tipster Ice Universe, the Galaxy Z Fold 6 will weigh 239 grams and have a thickness of 12.1 millimeters when folded and 5.6 millimeters when unfolded. This means that the next iteration will be 14 grams lighter and 1.3 millimeters thinner than its predecessor, which is a significant improvement. These seemingly small changes actually make a big difference. The reduced weight not only enhances comfort during prolonged usage, but also makes the foldable phone more accessible to a wider range of users. After all, not everyone wants to handle a heavy brick-like device for hours on end. Samsung's commitment to refining the weight and thickness of their foldable phones demonstrates their dedication to providing an exceptional user experience. With the Galaxy Z Fold 6, they are taking a step in the right direction, ensuring that their foldable devices are not only innovative but also practical and comfortable to use. The upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 6 is set to compete with popular devices like the OnePlus Open and the Oppo Find N3 in terms of weight and thickness. This change is significant as it addresses one of the main concerns users have had with previous Galaxy Z Fold phones, providing a better in-hand experience. But that's not all. The latest leaks also shed light on the phone's displays. According to the tipster, the Galaxy Z Fold 6 will feature a 7.6-inch inner display with a 7:6 ratio, and a 6.3-inch outer display with a 22:9 ratio. To put it into perspective, the Galaxy Z Fold 5 had a 7.6-inch inner display with a 5:6 ratio, and a 6.2-inch outer display with a 23.1:9 ratio. This means that while the inner screen size remains the same, the aspect ratio will be shorter and wider. Additionally, the cover screen will be slightly larger and have a wider aspect ratio compared to its predecessor. The tipster also mentioned that both the internal and external screens will have improved resolutions. This is great news for those who are hoping for a higher resolution experience on the Galaxy Z Fold 6 compared to the Fold 5. Previously, Samsung lagged behind its competitors in terms of pixel density, but it seems like they are addressing that as well. Overall, these updates are exciting for Galaxy Z Fold fans and anyone eagerly awaiting the release of the Galaxy Z Fold 6. Meanwhile, Samsung's latest patent application hints at an exciting new Galaxy Eye feature that could be on the horizon, possibly coinciding with the launch of the Galaxy Z Flip 6 and Z Fold 6 later this year. This innovative AI feature, outlined in a Kipra's application, aims to utilize artificial intelligence to analyze user search queries and provide personalized document and article summaries tailored to the user's political views, interests, and more. By leveraging user data collected from Galaxy devices, including preferences, knowledge levels, and political leanings, this patented system promises to deliver customized summaries. While Samsung already offers AI-powered summary tools through the Galaxy A suite for One UI 6.1 and select devices like the Galaxy S24 series, this new feature takes personalization to the next level by summarizing content based on individual interests. Users may even have the ability to direct the AI on how they want content summarized, whether it be a brief and neutral summary or a more detailed one with a negative tone. The potential unveiling of this new AI tool at Samsung's upcoming Unpacked event in early July remains uncertain, as patent applications do not always materialize into actual products or services. However, reports from Korean media, citing industry sources, suggest that the new AI feature could make its debut alongside the Galaxy Z Flip 6 and Z Fold 6. Samsung's priciest phone currently starts at $1799, so any additional costs should be approached cautiously if foldables are to go mainstream. What can we anticipate from the Z Fold 6? Upgrading to the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 seems like a logical step, and rumors suggest a wider aspect ratio on the cover screen, similar to the Pixel Fold. With Samsung's previous foldables receiving the S24's AI features through a software update, it's likely the Z Fold 6 will follow suit. However, don't hold your breath for a built-in S Pen or any hardware camera improvements. We're now going to run through the full specs design and the expected pricing to help you guys decide if it is worth the wait. For my regular viewers, you guys have seen this, so just skip to the next video, but if you're new here then hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6, we get a 7.6 inches foldable 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display. While it's the same size as its predecessor, we're expecting improvements in its brightness, color accuracy, as well as durability. It's coming with a resolution of 1812 by 2176, and it's going to be protected by Samsung's newest ultra-thin glass. Now there's also going to be less visible creasing in the center of the new foldable display, as well as water and dust resistance for the external display. We get a 120Hz dynamic AMOLED protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 3. It's going to be a 6.3 inches display, and while the current resolution is unknown at the moment, Samsung are reportedly working on a much wider aspect ratio, and we're also going to see improvements to the brightness and color accuracy. And it will of course have a punch hole camera in the top center. Now the selfie camera is going to be a 10 megapixels wide-angle camera on the cover display, followed by a 4 megapixels under display camera on the internal display. Then over on the rear, it's a 50 megapixels primary camera, a 12 megapixels ultra-wide, and then a 10 megapixels telephoto with 3 times optical zoom. Now it's actually the same camera system using the predecessor, but hopefully, we will still see some improvements. Thanks to the software, it's going to be powered up by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 globally, and we get 12 gigs of RAM with up to 1 terabyte of storage, and this will of course be UFS 4.1. It's coming with a 4,400 mAh battery, while fast charging is still currently unknown. We're hoping for improvements to both wired as well as wireless charging. In terms of connectivity, we get advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7, and then we also get ultra-wideband support, and it's coming with One UI 6 based on Android 14. It's expected to launch from $1,850 in August 2024. So the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 is looking like an incredible new fold-in phone from Samsung, and for a device that's kept the same design for some time. Now it's great that we're finally getting some changes in all areas. Now a bigger cover display with a wider aspect ratio is going to make the phone a lot more usable for those times that where you want to do something quickly and you don't want to unfold into the larger display, and the brighter display along with the new A features, powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, means general usability is going to be greatly improved. The fact that they're also thinning down the phone. On top of all this is just a bonus, and to be honest, the Z Fold 5 already looked like a very premium device, so I'm very excited for the Z Fold 6. Now, because of the similarities to its predecessor, I can't see anyone with a Fold 5 rushing for an upgrade, but for those in an older Fold or looking to try out their first Fold, then the Galaxy Z Fold 6 is going to be a great place to start. Now we've still got some time until the official launch, so it's likely we're going to get more and more leaks coming in, and of course I'll be sharing them as soon as they do. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.